Hi, I'm Kelly Bennett with Backstage 360. We are here at the NAMM Media Center, sponsored by JBL and AKG. We've got a plethora of people to talk to, and I've got Chris Gamper here. Chris, thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be here.
So this is a drummer extraordinaire. You've been drumming for how many years now?
I've been drumming since I was 4-ish, 5-ish, so I guess we're looking at 50 years.
50 years of drumming. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You've done a lot in your career, so tell me some of the highlights.
Well, a lot of beats, some cool beats, some bad beats, some beats that people like, some people beats don't like. But
Okay.
you know, you gotta get it all. But I work in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I do a lot of work in recording studios and local venues all over San Francisco.
Sweet. And I also heard a little birdie told me something about Alert the Globe, you being some kind of co-CEO.
Yes, the big news this year is
Yes.
I'm working with Ron Garrett at Alert the Globe, and Alert the Globe has completely changed my life this year. Being just a drummer in the trenches, doing little gigs, you know, doing bars, restaurants, small clubs, private events all around the Bay Area. I did a lot of those, but sometimes you're in an empty room and you don't get a lot of exposure. So when Alert the Globe came into my life and I saw that I could broadcast out of the venue, it's just been a really wild ride of how that's opened up my whole career.
Well, let's tell the folks at home, since they don't know probably, what Alert the Globe is first. And then tell me, how did it change your life? I mean, what has it done?
Cool. So Alert the Globe has cameras all over the world in venues, and they're broadcasting the live concert experience to the world. So we generally have, right now we have maybe 25, 35 cameras out. There's going to be a lot more venues all over the world. And we have maybe 5 to 7 countries watching. So all of a sudden there's just exposure for whatever little gig I'm doing. And the tech behind the camera is unbelievable. It sounds amazing. And then there's also a whole platform online where I've got my artist profile page. We've got venue profile pages, and then we're building out archives, so sometimes you can go back and look at past performances. So it opens up a whole world of it adds so much value to every gig that I do with the exposure and also the people that are watching. So the way that it's really changed what I'm doing is now there's venues watching me from all over the place that want to book me. There's other artists watching me that want to play with
Chris,
me.
that is so amazing to hear. I'm so happy for you, and congratulations. I've got a question for you, though.
Thank you. Absolutely.
What country has contacted you that's been the most interesting from this experience?
There's a club in Italy and the UK, and there's also some Southern California venues, which are exciting because that's just south, you know, like Coach House and Mozambique, and that would be easy for me to come down. And I don't know how they would have known about me otherwise unless they saw me on Alert the Globe. So it's
So they were watching.
Yeah, so it's a way for, I mean, the way I see it, it's a way for venues to vet artists. And also, as an artist, I can now look at another venue and watch what's going on in the venue, and I can determine whether or not I want to play there or whether it's a good fit. So the sky's the limit with how we can use this thing. And the amount of exposure that a little drummer like me can get.
Little drummer. I hear you working with some people, and you've got somebody here.
Yes.
Tell me about her.
I have in the wings over here, I have the amazing Tuho, who's one of my favorite vocalists. And she's going to jump on. I have a new weekly gig that I'm doing at Biscuits and Blues in San Francisco. It's a really cool community event because they want me to switch up the band every week. It's really a partnership with the club, and what happened is I lost one of my favorite guitar players who I had a weekly gig with. Life got too hard. We all need to support each other. We all got to get through this. So a lot of people really wanted me to do a big tribute concert. And I feel like tribute concerts, someone always gets left out. You know, sometimes I watch the rock docs and they're like, I didn't even get to play the tribute concert. So I thought, well, one concert is not enough. And people live all over the world and want to pay tribute to him. So I found an amazing club owner who was friends with Drew Zing, is the guitarist we're talking about. Drew Zing was the music director for Steely Dan and played with Boz Scaggs, and I mean, he was amazing. He's taught me so much to be with him every week. So there's a lot of people that want to pay tribute to him, and now I can switch up the band every week, and Chu is going to come do that with me. So that's going to be awesome.
Okay, well, where can we find more information about Alert the Globe?
So just look up Gamper Drums Live. That's me, Gamper Drums. You'll find me, on bands in town, all the socials. I have all my dates up. Keep an eye out. One thing I'm excited about is, on that note, the gig is called Zing Flower that I was talking about, and it's based on an album that I did with Drew Zing. So luckily we got that before he moved on. And the album is in the Grammy cycle this year for the stereo audio, and then we're about to roll out a whole immersive audio for the next Grammy cycle, which will have some bonus tracks. So that's really exciting.
So it got nominated for a Grammy?
Well, I submitted it for a Grammy.
Okay.
So we didn't
heard
get
yet.
Nominated, but maybe the immersive audio is going to be pretty special. So that'll be in the whole next Grammy cycle, and we'll see how that does.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Alert the Globe?
Alert the Globe. We'll be there watching and
Where can we find information on that?
Alert the Globe. AlertTheGlobe.com. Check it out. We're online.
Gamper Drums Live, or is it GamperDrumsLive.com?
www.chrisgamper.com. Or what's really cool is check out Alert the Globe, because there's an artist profile, and you can look up Gamper Drums as my artist profile and Alert the Globe. So then you can see me, and you can see what shows I'm doing, watch me play live. It's all there.
Kill two birds with one stone.
It's all there.
Okay. Chris, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations to you on all your success.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. And thank you for watching. Don't go away. We've got more interviews coming up here at NAMM.